Okay, so the question was, so the Gemara says that how did call Islu? So Rashi says here the call's the other way. Let's say the woman presents the get, so it seems she was divorced from when? The earlier date.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's say the husband sold payers from that time.
Okay.
She's going to go collect from the people who purchased it. You will legally purchase it. My husband never had a right to sell it because I was divorced in Nisan. But in fact, she did have a right to sell it. Why? Because she only received the get in Tishrei.
Right.
So how do you protect the buyers of the fruits?
Does she have to prove it, or do they have to prove it?
She has a document.
So that's the proof that she can extract the money from them, correct?
So, but it's illegal.
Yes. That's
That's the question. So how do you protect him?
right.
There it says, Kol Yislu.
Okay.
There's a code that the get, it was written then, but it wasn't given then.
Okay.
The get was not given.
Okay.
It was written overseas, and where did it arrive? It arrived elsewhere. So the Gemara answers. Kol Yislu, Beinling is Beinling in Paris, Boy Lasi Raya Emas Motegit Yodo. So since the word went out that it was written, so she has to bring proof when the get arrived.
She has to, okay.
It's a little difficult, Rashi says, no, Rashi's a little difficult. In terms of what Paris I understand. If she wants to collect, it's a motzchavel of Araya. She has to prove when she got it.
Right.
Otherwise she can't extract the Paris from the people who purchased it.
Good.
What about Znus? Tosa said before, when it said Znus lo shchicha, what does it mean? It means to put her to death. Because you have to have Edom Nasro. So what? You can't put her to death. No. I'm asking. No, I'm asking you. What she has to bring proof that she did not commit adultery.
Right.
Means we have witnesses that we have witnesses they forewarned that we're going to put her to death unless she brings proof that she was divorced.
And she can't bring proof for 6 months.
No. So we're going to put her to death.
Right.
We're going to put her to death. She has a. Hello. Okay, further. Itmar. May Mose Monon Leget. Right? There's aloha, a woman's divorced, and now she wants to remarry. How many months does she have to wait? 3 months. Right? There's Havchona. Now, when do you start counting? When she received it or when the get's written? Right? Itmar. May Mose Monon Leget. Rava Mimishas Nisino. Which makes sense. Right? Because till she's divorced, he could cohabit with her.
Right.
So if you want to determine who she conceived from, so it seemingly it should be Mishas Nesina, correct?
Okay.
Shmula Mishas Ksiva. No, from when it's written. Not from when it's what? Okay? Gimel Chol Sheisha Tzricha L'hamtin. I mean, what's the rationale of Mishas Ksiva? Mishas Nesina makes sense. Because until he gives it to her, what?
He's not divorced.
He could have relations with
Right.
her. But he says, Maskelo Rav Nosbar Oshe Lishmuel Yom Shtei Noshim B'chotzerachas Zu Asur Zu Muteres. 1 second. They're going to say 2 people. Shel Odemech Shpir Shlo Liyam Moshe Shnei Git L'Shtei Noshe Bo B'Yom El Shezeh Kodem L'Zeh Ksivoso Chodesh U'Shmuel Zu Tinose L'So Beis Chodosh So Gimel Yismo B'nei Od Shirosh Zgarsha B'Yom Echod. Hear this. A man has 2 wives. He gave both get. He's gone overseas.
Okay.
So he doesn't want them to remain agunas. He gives each one a get.
Good.
He gives the get on the same day. One get was written a month earlier, one a month later.
Okay.
So that means after 2 months, one of them could get remarried because it was written a month earlier, because it's Mishas Ksiva.
Good.
It looks unusual. You divorce 2 women on the same day, 2 wives,
Yeah, one.
and yet one has to wait 3 months, one waits 2 months.
Okay.
Doesn't make any sense, right? This woman's not permitted to remarry.
But this
And the one is,
Mhm.
there's no problem. You look in the document. It's not such a quandary. One, if it was written a month earlier, what's the date? It's dated a month earlier.
And the
So you
other
count
one-
the time.
Good.
Tanya Kavasid Rav, Tanya Kavasid Shmuel. Tanya Kavasid Rav, that it's B'shas Nesina, Sholech Get Liishto. Right? A person sends a get with his agent, and the trip was a 3-day. He was way late for 3 months. Hear this? So when she receives it, she has to wait an additional 3 months before she remarries. Uleget Yoshon Echoshishin. We're not concerned that maybe it's a get Yoshon, meaning he may have cohabited with her after the get was written, because he never sequestered himself with his wife, right? With his wife.
Good.
Okay? Come on, Tenino, they know the Megarish beget Yoshem, they get Yoshkoshin Siachimo Meachshe Kosfulo. That if he went and he sequestered, there's a chance, maybe he had relations with her. Time Hashem Yom Gita Kodim Libno, Shem Testabe Tele, Big Sivosl and Sinos, Lachzban Yomro, Haget Kodim Uznus Nesabro. It's because of the child. They're going to say the child was conceived out of wedlock. So that's the reason we don't want to use that get. Here, a get's written, you have a date.
Right.
He gives it later. If he sequesters with her, there's a chance he had relations.
So you have to write a new
So
get.
what's good? So it's rabbinically we invalidate the get. Okay, so it says over here, we'll get Yoshne Choshin Shelun Siachadim or Tiny Kavas Shmo Mashlish get Lishto. A person gave a get to a what's his name, to a third party,
Okay.
like
Okay.
what's the name account,
All right. Good.
right? V'amar lo, and he said to Al Titneu lo ella achar gimel chodoshim.
So give it to her after 3 months?
Mishanos lo muteres l'nosim miyad. So what happened? It was written, and the third party,
Has it?
the escrow account, the third party says, give it to her in 3 months. So he's a shliach. He
Okay.
waits 3 months from the time it was written, he gives it 3 months later. It says she can marry immediately. Immediately.
Okay.
So you see, when do I start counting 3 months? Not from the time that it was given,
But the
from the
time
time that it was written.
Right.
Okay? We'll get Yoshan Echoshim. We're not concerned, get Yoshan. Again, Shlun Yisachrim, because the husband never sequestered himself. He never secluded himself with the wife.
What's the husband meaning that if he did seclude, we would have...
No, it's rabbinically, we'd invalidate the get. Because what happens if she gives birth?
No, as soon as he secludes, it negates...
And it gets the get. Rabbinically, we invalidate the get.
Okay.
It comes out according to this. If it was Nesiach, then, it comes out, Rav is a very serious chumrah. Right? He says when she receives it. Even though we know factually she did not seclude herself with him.
Right.
If she secluded, everybody agrees the get's no good. So it's a get Yosha.
Right.
So even though we know factually he did not, and that date was what? Was 3 months earlier, and we're using that get, that means it's not a get Yosha. It's still, so there's not even a question she may have conceived.
So she has to wait another 3 months?
She has to wait another 3 months according to Rav. Rav is really, what's the answer? Because factually, halachically he was permitted to her. He was permitted to her until she got the get. So if that's the case, factually, if a man has a wife, and theoretically he could have, that's enough.
Okay.
Because people say, you see, you don't have to wait 3 months.
Which doesn't fit well to the last part of the Bryce.
No, that second Bryce, no.
Even the first Bryce.
Why? Why?
Says there's no Hosheshin that he secluded her. So why, if you're telling me that Rav has a Humrah because she's still
No, but
permitted,
there we're addressing something else. Even if you wait 3 months, but how to use the get, there's a chance that maybe he secluded himself before she received
there's
it.
always a chance.
No,
Until she actually receives it, there's always a chance. That's what.
No, so the answer is since we don't know,
You
the
have
presumption
to
is,
exclude it.
we don't, the presumption he did not.
I know,
Therefore, it's not a get Yosha.
Okay, so then
That's what it said.
Then why do you have to wait 3 months?
Why is
No.
Rav?
Because I told you why. Because
Because he's still in a state of permissibility. Understand?
that's enough, because people will not differentiate.
Right.
You see, here you didn't have to wait 3 months.
Good.
They don't understand, but the get was a good get, so it's clear he didn't sequester himself.
Right.
Rav Kana, Rav Papa, Rav Ashi, Avdi, Mishas Ksiva. Rav Kana, Rav Papa, Rav Ashi, they conduct themselves as what? From the time it was written, that's according to Shmuel, which is lenient. Right?
Yeah.
Rav Papa, Rav Huna, B'Rei Yeshua, Avdi, Mishas Nesino, like Rav. Hilsa, Mishas Ksiva, like Shmuel. There's a Chiddush. Yeah? No, it's a Rav Shmuel, like Rav. The answer is...
This is not a monetary thing.
No, I know.
It's an exception.
But it's not a question. Because over here, they're not saying, I hold like Rav, I hold like Shmuel. They're independent. Whenever it's a Rav Shmuel, it's only an argument between the two of them. If there are other people involved, we're not bound to the rule By money you rule like Shmuel, by Issa you rule like Rav.
Okay.
The three Amorim held one way, the other two Amorim held differently.
Colleagues or are they students?
No. They're, what's his name?
They're
They're
colleagues?
definitely.
On the same level
They're
as
contemporaries.
Shmuel? Contemporaries, okay.
Rav Kana Rav Papi Rashi Avdi B'Shas Ksivo, Rav Papi Rav Huna B'Reb Yeshua Avdi B'Shas Nisir Hilchos B'Shas Ksivo. Over there, there's a tosis. We said the Zman has a call. Hana call Islu Pirush Kuchis. The boy last year Rai Emas B'Chit Liyodo Temo Linyan Znus the Nidi Yodu Shlo Bo Liyodo B'Yom HaKosebo Mikomokom Yoch Lechapes Loma Shenos La Kodem Shizinso Kemo Shekodem Shetiknu Zman. Read the Kol Islu Ksheroin B'Zman Shezman Aksivi Kodem HaMesiro Islu Kola Lemilso Umaske Datai Leida Yom HaMesiro Ubal Loma Tiknu Zman Yeshlom da idea zman yeshlo kol lefi sharoin al idea zman shavo she'estzir ein. He says exactly what we said. To man biyoma mishum basachoso b'zman hazer lo makos zman begidna afilu zman hazer mashma de boy zman gzeira shemichapel boneo mamzerim Mary yibana b'samigdosh shomi yuzinso. Okay, further. Yeah. Further. Itmar. Mimosai ksuba mishametis. Right? Let's say he owes a ksuba, and Shemitah comes. So if you have a debt, what happens? The debt is cancelled. Rabama mishetivkom v'tiskov. It's only once she started to collect it. If the document wasn't collected yet, Shemitah comes and passes, the document stays intact. Once she starts collecting, meaning, let's say the ksuba is $200. No. Right. Once he starts, what's the balance? Right. It's the halacha. The halacha is if you have a credit account at a store, and the halacha is Shemitah is not mishamet. What about you go to storekeeper? He says, "What do we owe?" And he tallies up the bill. Once he tallies up the bill, then it becomes a debt. You owe so much. Yeah. It's the same thing here. The ksuba, it's a ksuba. That's what it is. Once you collect, that means already what do you owe me now?
Okay.
So now it's like a loan. Once it's question what you owe me, see, we're talking about a balance. It's no longer called ksuba. It's a balance of money that you owe me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there also a position that the ketubah itself is a debt document? One holds that you have to go to court in order to.
See, Rashi says like this: a debt. The Gemara said we had a Gemara in Marcus. Howard's the expert in Marcus, right? Person lends there's a loan. It's a 10-year loan, and Shemitah is the 7th year of the loan.
Okay.
So since it was a collectible till afterwards, Shemitah is not mishamit,
Good.
right? It has to be collectible. Over here, until she starts collecting, the ksuba is not collectible. We don't see it as a collectible, right?
I thought there was one position in ketubas where that document itself was collectible instantly. There was no step.
We had a machlokes b'sham b'isilo kol omid likvos kegovu domi. If a woman's a questionable sota, does she forfeit the ksuba?
That's one.
Right? Beisham says no, Beisil says yes. Right? Because it's a motzchev of the varaya. Right? The burden of proof is on her. Beisil says no, kol omid likvos kegovu domi. We see it as if she's the muhsik. She already is holding the document. Okay? But Rashi says, what's the reason? Because Keshar, the Goli died to Domeres Ligos Lipora. Because she revealed that it's already in a position of collection. Olav Amosa b'milved nafke mishum ksuba umasa bezdin shen mishay. He says more. What's a prusbul? A prusbul means the court has the document.
Right.
A ksuba is called masa bezdin.
So it's like a principle.
It's similar like a prusbul. The moment she starts collecting, it's no longer a prusbul. It's not a ma'aseh bezdin.
Okay.
It's now it's a personal loan. You collect it. Now he owes you the balance.
Good.
So it's a regular loan. What happens? Shemitah cancels it. He says v'chol shtarchov. Okay. So Rashi Pogmo came to Goli Daite b'piro and Korini be'lo yigos. Further.
Pagma means what?
Pog means you breached it.
Breached?
Like pagam. Pagam is like a breach.
Yeah.
Okay? When is it considered niskofim b'milveh? Mishas hamod b'din. Yeah? Taika was in Shmuel. Excuse me, again earlier. If my mimosek should be shamet, it's ravam shetivko v'tiskov. Shmuel pogmo api shlo zokvo, zokva api shlo pogmo. Hear this? It's pogmo even though she didn't tally up the balance, or zokva. She just said, "You owe me the ksuba," even though she didn't start collecting. The first is she collected, but she didn't tally up the balance, or she says, "You owe me so much," and she didn't collect that. Already it's mishamit. Okay? Rav says no. She actually has to collect. Tanya Kosid Rav, Tanya Kosid Shmuel. Tanya Kosid Rav, Mosek Sub Mishametis, Mishitivko, Vitiskov. You need both. She has to collect and tally up the balance. Pogma v'lo zokva, zokva v'lo pogma. If one of the aspects are missing, in Mishametis. Achi tivkom, Vitiskov. You need both. Okay? Tanya Kosid Shmuel, Ones umefater, Ones upit, Knas upitui, Subasisha. Right? These are all rulings of the court. A person rapes a woman, knas and pitui, uksubasisha zokvan b'milver. You hear this? He just tallied up the amount. She didn't collect. Mishamtin. So there's a Shmuel. Shmuel says you don't need pogma. Just zokvan. Vim lav, ein mishamtin. Mimosei niskov. What's considered niskofin? What's considered? You establish it as a debt. B'milver mishasamod b'din. If it's a milver, you have to the court and say, he owes me so much. Omar Shmuel, ksubas k'maisa bezin damya.
Okay.
Mamas bezin tovim biyom v'nechtom balaylo. That a vice bezin could be written at night, during the day and signed at night. After ksuba, nechtes biyom, nechmes balaylo. Okay? Even though the Mishnah says differently. The Mishnah says machlok Reb Shimon and the Chachamim. Right? And what's he saying over here?
It's a special case.
Mamas bez chiyuve bishub psak dinhu. Avagav lo ichtam hilkar ein shem hagdomo v'nichtom biyom necham b'laylo ksub b'shas ksivo v'nichnosen l'chupa tekiru v'chasnesu chayil shavodo chal shibuda v'afu v'lo achtem. He's saying something else. Gewaldig. Nechtam af ksub b'shas ksivo nichtoso l'chupa. She went to Chov with the Kiruv Chasnasu. V'chal Shibude after lo achtim. What's the reason why? Until you actually signed the Ksuba, it doesn't have any value. But over here says, since she was Nechsa L'chupa, because of that sense of the husband being indebted to her, he already obligates himself. So even though the signing came later, the date, it's not considered a predated document. It's not predated. Even though the signature was the next day. When do we say that we had the machlokes? That was it was the next day. First of all, before the machlokes by a get. This is by the ksuba. This is a ksuba.
Could he change the amount?
No, it doesn't change the amount.
Could he? At night he agrees he wants to get married.
No.
In the morning he wants to change the amount on the. He looks at the.
No. He's bound. He to have less. No, he's already bound to the amount that's in that document.
So then he couldn't change it. So all that's lacking is the signature. He's bound himself orally. All that's lacking is the signature.
Mamas bez nechom yevach ksuba nechles yom nechs balaylo ksubosei ksubasi Reb Chia barav ichtav bayom was written during the daytime ichtav balaylo have a Rav Hosom. So Rav was at the wedding. You hear this? Reb Chia barav, that's Rav's son. Ichtav bayom ichtav balaylo have a Rav Hosom v'lomod lo midi. So we have a problem. Because Rav said before, when saying lemo, so if lemo kishmul svirlei, because seemingly it's not a legal ksuba, because the ksuba was signed on a different day. On that, Moshe says asukamos in havu, that since they were asukamos inyon, miksivat chasima afil b'shar shtar is kosher. What happens? You start to write ksuba in the day and you continue into the night.
It should be kosher.
So even though the signature wasn't put on before Tzisco Chovim, it's like a continuation. We see it as if it took place on the same day.
Good.
It's like a Tokadi Dibur concept.
No, but we say that with get. We say that with get. We're trying to bring this.
No. Get is a
We say that.
No. Because get, it's a whole different issue.
Because the signatures create the.
No, because it's misleading.
The instrument itself.
Yeah, you need the instrument.
The instrument itself.
Shemi Chape is a problem. Shem Yichap is a problem, and Paris is a problem. Tanya Kavosi, Tanya. Amr Abloz Reb Tzorah Lo Shara Elo Shein Sugmos Inyan, Abu Sugmos Inyan, Kosher. Okay, I have to stop.